Good day everyone. I am Johanna M. Dalandas from BE Ed 1 and I am the first reporter of the Chapter 14, which is the Women and Work in the Philippines. Women in the Productive Sphere. The saying a woman's work is never done rings true given the current state of the world. Ibig sabihin nito na woman's responsibilities are continuous and never-ending. Kahit tapos na siya sa work, outside the home, meron pa rin siyang household duties like cooking, cleaning, and taking care of the family. Kaya sinasabi na a woman's work is never done kasi her tasks keep going both sa bahay at trabaho. Women contribute to the economy in all forms. First is from those who work in productive sphere. Second is to those who support workers in the productive sphere. The impact of women is present in development, specifically in terms of the economy. It states here that women are key contributors to the economy and to combating poverty through both remunerated and unremunerated work at home, in the community, and in the workplace. Growing numbers of women have achieved economic independence through gainful employment. Ito ay nagsasabi na women play a major role in economic growth and poverty reduction. Nagko-contribute sila through paid work, which is yun yung remunerated, and unpaid work, which is the unremunerated like caregiving and community service. At dahil mas maraming women ngayon ang may gainful employment, nagiging more economically independent sila at mas nakaka-help sila sa family at society. Despite this progress, women still face the same issues they did 10 years ago, which also affect men. First is the wage gap. Second, poverty. Third, lack of decent work opportunities. Feminization is observed in some industries, while others impose exclusion of women. In addition, women experience limited career choices, lack of protection for the informal sector and domestic workers, tenuous social protection, limited monitoring on labor standards, and the last is unremitting promotion of labor export policy. The right to decent work. The Magna Carta of Women states that women have the right to decent work. Specifically, Section 22 of the Magna Carta asserts that the state shall progressively realize and ensure decent work standards for women that involve the creation of jobs of acceptable quality in conditions of freedom, equity, security, and human dignity. This states the government's responsibility to create a work environment where women have access to good jobs. Decent work is defined as having acceptable quality, which means it should be more than just a job. It must uphold core principles like freedom, fairness, safety, and human dignity. Decent work involves opportunities for work that are productive and fairly remunerative as fairly living wage, security in the workplace, and social protection for families, better prospects for personal development and social integration, freedom for people to express their concerns, organize, participate in the decisions that affect their lives, and equality of opportunity and treatment for all women and women. This elaborates on what decent work entails. It's not just about a paycheck, but a job that provides a living wage, security, and social protection for the family. It also emphasizes personal growth, the right to voice concerns, form unions, and participate in decisions that affect their work. Crucially, it demands equal treatment and opportunity for all women. Decent work for women entails support services that take into consideration their maternal functions, family obligations, and work responsibility. This highlights the unique challenges women face due to traditional gender roles, such as maternal functions and family caregiving. Decent work, therefore, must include support systems to help them manage these responsibilities alongside their careers. Decent work also involves the access to daycare services, breastfeeding stations, and maternity and paternity leave access. This provides concrete examples of the support services mentioned in the previous paragraph. To make work decent for women, employers in the state must provide facilities like daycare, places to breastfeed, and access to both maternity and paternity leave, which acknowledges the role of both parents in family care and helps women remain in the workplace. The multiple burden of women. Women joining the labor force still have to attend to their reproductive roles at home. Kahit nagwo-work ng women, they still need to handle their responsibilities sa bahay like taking care of their family. So hindi natatapos ang work nila pag-uwi. Having both reproductive and productive work is what feminists call the double day or multiple burden. Kaya tinatawag itong double day dahil dalawang klase ng work ang ginagawa ng women. One is sa labas, which is the paid work, at isa sa bahay, which is the care work, which makes the workload heavier. So, mas marami pa rin ang trabaho ng babae compare sa lalaki. List of household chores like cooking, cleaning, washing dishes, child care, and caring for elder or sick. Ito yung usual task na women pa rin mostly ang gumagawa. These are tiring and time-consuming, pero hindi sila nababayaran, kaya dagdag burden talaga ito sa mga women. The perception of the multiple burden of women compels many employers to assume that women cannot commit to their work. Many employers think na dahil sobrang dami ng task ng women sa bahay, they might not be fully committed sa job. So, nagkakaroon sila ng biases. Through illegal, employers may also prefer single women who have no family obligation. Kahit bawal, some employers still prefer single women kasi feeling nila mas flexible and mas available sila since wala silang family responsibilities. These issues are not considerations for hiring and promoting men. Sa men, hindi tinitingnan ang ganitong factors. Hindi iniisip kung may family duty sila. So may unfair difference sa treatment. Even in countries with paternity leave, men still do half the care work women do. Kahit may chance ang men na mag-leave to help at home, mas konti pa rin ang care work nila. Women pa rin ang gumagawa ng majority ng task. One option is gender-responsive workplace policies. A good solution is to create workplace rules that support both men and women so they can balance work and home duties better. Next is, policies may include maternity and paternity leave and encouraging men to do care work. Kasama dito ang giving equal leaves for men and women at pag-encourage sa men na tumulong sa housework para maging fair ang responsibilities. The evaluation of care work. Care or reproductive work is the base of a society. Care work or reproductive work like childcare, elder care, household management, and emotional support is considered the foundation of any society. Kasi without these basic forms of care, people wouldn't be able to function properly in their jobs, schools, or communities. In short, society wouldn't run smoothly if walang nagpo-provide ng care na ito. The evaluation of this traditionally gendered task must be given importance in order for true gender justice to prevail. This type of work has traditionally been assigned to women, and because of that, it is often undervalued or taken for granted. Kaya sinasabi dito na kailangan bigyan ito ng tamang value and recognition para magkaroon ng true gender justice. Meaning, dapat ma-recognize na this work is important and deserves proper compensation, respect, and social support para pantay ang treatment ng genders. Women working in care industry must be valued both as workers and as women who are working to support their own family. Women in care industries like nurses, teachers, caregivers, and domestic workers should be appreciated not only as workers doing essential jobs but also as women who are supporting their own households. Ibig sabihin, dapat ma-recognize na dual roles sila. They contribute to society through their labor and at the same time, they provide care sa sarili nilang pamilya. So they deserve fair pay, respect, and support sa both roles na yun. Women-friendly workspaces. A gender-responsive organization gives importance to women's true gender needs. Ibig sabihin, the organization makes sure na women's actual needs are recognized and supported, especially related to gender roles and responsibilities. One method to incorporate care into systems of work is by adopting policies that allot time for parents to attend to their children's needs. Second, paid activities that allow parents to do care work at home. And the third is accessible care work within the organization. So, ito yung mga policies na nagbibigay ng time and support for parents. Kasama dito ang flexible time para maalagaan ang kids, paid options para makapag-care work sa bahay at services na available mismo sa workplace. So, concrete ways to implement gender-responsive workspaces. First is new laws that recognize the rights of paid or unpaid care workers. Kailangan ng laws na nagpo-protect at nagre-recognize sa rights ng lahat ng caregivers kahit paid or unpaid. Second, the pro-reproductive sector tax reforms. Tax rules na supportive sa reproductive workers and families para mas hindi sila financially burdened. Third is the gender-responsive public financial management reforms. Government budgeting na may focus sa gender needs, making sure may pondo for women's programs and services. Fourth is official statistical systems sensitive to the care economy. Example, the time use data. Ito ay ang pag-collect ng data na nagpapakita kung gaano karaming time ang ginugugol sa care work para mas makita ang value ng care economy. Women in the rural or agriculture sector. Agriculture is fundamental as it is a major contributor to a nation's food production and industries, as well as to the national economy as a whole. In the Philippines, women, farmers, and rural women in general play an important role in agriculture at all levels. Ang agriculture is very important kasi it provides food, supports industries at nakakatulong sa economy. Sa Pilipinas, women farmers at rural women ay may malaking role sa lahat ng parts ng agriculture. The Food and Agriculture Organization or FAO recognizes rural women as active economic actors, being among the landless workers, traders of agricultural and fishery products, and agents in micro manufacturing enterprises. According to a 2004 FAO report, 27% of the total 10.4 million Filipino workforce in the sectors of agriculture, hunting, and forestry were women. Ang FAO says na importante ang role ng rural women sa economy. Marami sa kanila ay walang sariling lupa pero nagtatrabaho sa farm, nagbibenta ng agricultural o fishery products at may small businesses. Noong 2004, 27% ng 10.4 million workers sa agriculture, hunting at forestry sa Pilipinas ay women. In 2015, 39% to 49% of the farming households in the Philippines hired women in land preparation, planning, planting, and harvesting activities. The Asian Development Bank cites agriculture as the second largest sector for women's employment in the Philippines. Specifically, 64% of workers in the rice and corn subsector and 60% of the workers in the fisheries sector were women. However, few women farmers have access to high-quality production inputs, credit, information on the farming techniques and markets. Noong 2004, 27% ng 10.4 million workers sa agriculture, hunting at forestry sa Pilipinas ay women. At noong 2015 naman, sa mga farming households sa Pilipinas, 39 to 49% ang nag-hire ng women para sa trabaho tulad ng land preparation, planning, planting at harvesting. Ang sabi ng Asian Development Bank, pangalawa ang agriculture sa pinakamaraming kababaihan na nagtatrabaho sa Pilipinas. Simpler, maraming kababaihan ang nagtatrabaho sa farming. Sa rice at corn, 64% ng workers ay women. At sa fisheries, 60% ay women. Pero kaunti lang sa mga women farmers ang may access sa magandang seeds, loans, info sa tamang farming at markets. They also have to face the challenges of first, unpaid domestic work and care burden, second, limited access to resources such as credit and financial services, inadequate education, government services, disadvantages in social protection, and the last is discrimination in most aspects of work in the Philippine labor context. Limited access to property and decision-making also hinder the progress of women in the agricultural sector. Philippine government data in 2012 show that only 29% of the 2.3 million agrarian reform beneficiaries who were granted certificates of land ownership award were women. This disparity can be attributed to the prevailing sociocultural structures in rural communities. The recognition of male adults as heads of the household in rural communities makes women less regarded as farmers or agricultural holders and consequently reducing their position and decision making. Legal entitlements such as the CLOA or land titles awarded to their names would have provided women with formal and legal rights that could improve their access to financing and credit facilities among others. Limited sa access sa property at decision-making, nakaapekto sa progreso ng kababaihan sa agriculture. Sa madaling salita, mahirap umunlad ang women sa farming kasi limitado ang kontrol nila sa lupa at desisyon. Noong 2012 naman, data ng Philippine government shows na 29% lang ng 2.3 million agrarian reform beneficiaries ang women na nakatanggap ng CLOA or CLOA dahil ito sa social cultural structures sa rural areas. Meaning, kaunti lang ang women na may sariling lupa dahil sa kultura at social norms sa probinsya. Kadalasan, ang male adults ang kinikilala bilang head of household sa rural areas kaya hindi gaanong tinitingnan ang women bilang farmers. At nababawasan ang role nila sa decision making. Simple, mas priority ang men sa pamilya kaysa women, hindi gaanong nakaka-decide sa farming. Kung ang CLOA o land titles ay nakapangalan sa women, may legal rights sila na makakatulong para makakuha ng financing at credit. Kung sa pangalan nila ang lupa, mas madali silang makahiram o makakuha ng support sa farming. So that's all. Thank you.